Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about coins on the internet, the 1983 Lincoln 1-cent coin. You might have seen headlines claiming that this penny is worth a staggering $75.1 million in the current market. But what is the real truth behind that number? In this video, we will separate myth from reality, explore the rare varieties of the 1983 penny, and show what these coins are really selling for in auctions and collector markets right now. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln. Over a century later, these coins have circulated in the billions. The 1983 issue is part of that long legacy. Most of the 1983 pennies were made from zinc with a thin copper plating after the United States Mint changed the composition from solid copper in 1982 to zinc-based cents. Millions of these coins were produced at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Coin identifier 1. So the question becomes this: can a coin that was made in the billions really be worth $75 million? Asterisk, you might have come across sensational online claims stating that a 1983 penny is worth $75.1 million. These viral numbers are almost always misinformation. The real numismatic market is driven by actual auction results and graded examples from reputable coin grading services, not clickbait headlines. Online sellers occasionally list coins for absurd amounts, hoping someone will pay it, but that does not reflect a real sale price backed by collector demand or verified auctions. In fact, experts in the coin collecting world repeatedly emphasize that inflated online listings on sites like eBay or other marketplaces do not indicate true value unless they are verified by legitimate auction results with documented sales. The vast majority of 1983 pennies are common coins worth their face value of 1 cent. Most circulated examples without major errors are still worth roughly 1 cent or slightly more if they are in uncirculated condition. USA Coin Book 2, however, there are rare varieties and error coins from 1983 that do have collectible value. One of the most sought-after varieties is the double die reverse. This error shows noticeable doubling of the lettering on the back of the coin. These coins, especially in high grade, can sell for hundreds or even a few $1,000s depending on condition. Coin value checker 3. Another rare and exciting variety is the solid copper transitional error. Because 1983 was a transition year from copper to zinc, a small number of pennies were mistakenly struck on old copper planchets. These are extremely rare. The best documented auction result for a genuine 1983 bronze cent error recently was just under $30,000, not millions. Numismatic news 4. Actual auction records are the best indicators of true market value. A rare 1983 penny error sold for nearly $30,000 at a reputable auction house, which shows that high-grade and rare error coins do have value, just nowhere near $75 million. Numismatic news 4. Other notable sales for rare Lincoln cents from other years show that even legendary error coins generally top out in the low six figures. For example, a rare 1943 bronze Lincoln cent recently sold for around $336,000, one of the most valuable pennies ever sold. The Sun 5. That still falls far short of the claimed tens of millions. If you have a 1983 penny and want to know if it is worth more than face value, here are some tips. Most 1983 cents are zinc and weigh about 2.5 grams. If your coin weighs around 3.1 grams, it could be a rare solid copper transitional error. Coin check the letters and numbers on the coin. If the lettering on the reverse appears doubled, it might be the double die variety, which is collectible. GrazeHET.com 6. The mint mark, such as D for Denver or no mark for Philadelphia, helps identify where it was struck. Some error varieties are more common at particular mints. Coin identifier 1. If you think you have an extremely rare error, consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC before selling or valuing it.so. What is the real value of a 1983 Lincoln penny? For most coins, it is still 1 cent. Rare varieties such as double die errors can be worth hundreds to a few thousand, and ultra-rare transitional copper errors have been known to reach around $30,000 at auction. None have been documented to realistically sell for $75 million. The key takeaway is this: marketing hype and unreal online listings are not the same as real confirmed auction results. If you want to know your coin's true market worth, rely on graded auction records and trusted numismatic experts. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more coin value breakdowns, and let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny in your change jar. Stay curious and keep collecting. Today we're diving deep into one of the most misunderstood coins in U.S. history, the 1990 Lincoln 1-cent penny. You may think a penny is worth just 1 cent, but some versions of this humble coin have pulled thousands of dollars at auction when they're rare or error struck. If you think your spare change is worthless, think again. We'll explore the true market value of 1990 pennies, the rare errors that can make a coin valuable, and why the idea of a single penny being worth $75 million is almost certainly a myth. Let's get into it. In 1990, the United States Mint produced billions of Lincoln pennies, those familiar copper-plated zinc cents that have been in circulation for decades. These coins were struck at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark Denver, D. Mint Mark San Francisco. S. On proof coins, most 1990 Lincoln cents are common and worth only face value or a little more in uncirculated condition. In typical uncirculated grade, these coins might fetch a few cents to a few dollars at most from collectors, not millions. Market listings show normal 1990 cents sold for prices like under $1 to a few dollars for uncirculated examples. USA Coin Book 1. If you have a standard 1990 penny in your pocket, chances are it's worth about its face value, maybe up to around 36 cents or so for a pristine uncirculated specimen. USA Coin Book 1 ***, Section 2, Rare Varieties and Error Coins. ***. Now here's where things get interesting. Some error coins, or rare proof coins from 1990, are genuinely collectible and fetch significantly higher prices. One of the most dramatic examples is the 1990 No S. proof penny, a proof Lincoln cent that should have had an S. mint mark but doesn't. This error is extremely rare, with very few known examples, and can command significant premiums in the thousands of dollars range when certified and graded by major coin grading services. Coin Value Checker 2. Other error types include pennies with doubled dies or missing elements, coins with striking anomalies, such as broad strikes or off-center strikes, varieties with doubled letters, like wide AM. Errors. These errors can boost a coin's value significantly, hundreds to thousands of dollars, depending on rarity and collector demand. Listings for certain error examples have shown values from hundreds up to around $400 or more for particularly unusual specimens. eBay 3. But again, this does not come close to tens of millions or hundreds of millions. You may have seen or heard claims online that a 1990 penny sold for $75.3 million or something similar. Here's the truth. There is no verified auction record of a 1990 Lincoln cent, error or otherwise, selling for tens of millions of dollars. Modern pennies simply don't have the historical rarity or demand that would drive a coin value that high. The most valuable pennies in U.S. history are older wheat cents or error coins from the early 20th century. Things like the 1943 bronze Lincoln cent, one of the most famous error coins ever, which is sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. Another rare wheat penny variety from 1909 has been known to fetch hundreds of thousands to over $1 million. The sun, for those are significant, but still orders of magnitude lower than $75 million. Modern coins from 1990 simply aren't scarce enough, unless they're verified extreme rarities, like the NOS-proof variety, to break auction records. In the Here's how to evaluate your 1990 pennies for potential collector value. Circulated coins are usually worth face value. Uncirculated high-grade coins are worth a bit more. Certified graded error coins can be worth serious money. If you think you have a rare error, consider having it authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. That's what serious collectors rely on. Otherwise, standard varieties will remain modest in value. So what's the final takeaway? The 1990 Lincoln 1-cent penny is not inherently rare or worth millions, but certain error or proof varieties are indeed collectible and can fetch thousands of dollars, especially the rare NOS-proof coin. Always be skeptical of viral claims about crazy coin values on social media. Real numismatic value comes from rarity, condition, and collector demand, not hype. If you enjoyed this walkthrough and want more coin collecting insights, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, and check your change. You might have a treasure in your pocket. If you want, I can tailor this script with timestamps, visual suggestions, and voiceover cues to make it even easier to record your video. Welcome back, coin hunters and treasure seekers. Today's story focuses on one of the most talked about modern pennies out there, the 1999 Lincoln 1-cent. You've probably heard rumors, whispers, and even wild internet claims that some of these coins are worth astronomical sums, like $75.2 million. But what is the truth about the market value of this coin? We are diving deep into history, mint varieties, real auction sales, and what collectors are willing to pay today. Grab your magnifiers, and let's go on a journey into the world of numismatics. Imagine digging through a jar of old change and finding a penny that could change your life. A coin that collectors might pay thousands, or possibly hundreds of thousands of dollars for. Stories like this fuel collectors and casual treasure hunters alike. But before we get caught up in the excitement, let's separate fact from fiction. The Lincoln 1-cent has been a staple of American currency since 1909, honoring the 16th President, Abraham Lincoln. In 1999, the U.S. Mint produced billions of these small cents across multiple mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, as ordinary circulation coins. Most of these coins are made from a zinc core with just a thin copper plating, and were never intended to be rare or valuable beyond 1 cent. For most 1999 pennies, even in uncirculated condition, the market value today is often just a few cents above face value. Common uncirculated examples might be worth around 36 cents or so to collectors, depending on the mint and grade. That's the everyday reality. USA Coin Book 1, ***, Section 2, Rare Varieties and Error Coins ***. Here's where the excitement begins. Not all 1999 pennies are created equal. Certain mint varieties and error coins are much more valuable because of quirks in how they were struck. Start with what collectors call the wide AM and close AM varieties. These describe how the letters A and M in the word America appear on the back of the coin. In some cases, the spacing is unusual enough that collectors notice it as a specialty variety. The wide AM penny from Philadelphia, graded in high mint state conditions, has sold for into the hundreds or even low thousands at auction. Examples graded MS66 or higher can yield around $1,000 or more. PCGS.com too. Then, there are true error coins, double strikes, broad strikes, off-center strikes, die cracks, and double dies. These can bring premiums too, depending on condition and rarity. Some error coins listed online have asking prices in the hundreds or thousands. However, those prices largely reflect what sellers hope to get, not guaranteed auction results. eBay 3, Section 3. What about millions of dollars? This is the part that gets everyone's attention. You may have seen outlandish claims online that a 1999 penny is worth $75 million, or might be the most valuable penny in the world. These figures are not grounded in real market data. While there have been rare pennies that fetched huge sums at auction, for example, a 1999 mule error that sold for roughly $138,000 in the past, there's no verified record of any 1999 penny selling anywhere near tens of millions or hundreds of millions. The Sun, 4. So where do numbers like 75 million come from? In most cases, those are sensationalized online listings or unverified seller hype. They play on dreams and hopes rather than reliable numismatic evidence. Even some 2025 pennies with special mint marks have real collectible value in the low millions. But again, that's because those coins were deliberately limited and marketed as special collectibles, not because a typical 1999 penny suddenly became a treasure trove. Section 4. Real-world value. What collectors pay ***. Let's bring it back to reality. Here's what genuine, carefully graded collector coins might go for today. Many 1999 pennies in circulated condition, even with slight errors, are worth only a few dollars or less. Wide AM and close AM varieties, particularly in high grades, can fetch anywhere from a few hundred to a few $1,000s. Exceptional specimens, graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC in MS67 or MS68 condition, have been known to sell for several thousand in competitive auctions. PCGS.com, 2. A few extremely rare error coins historically sold above $100,000, but these are exceptional and not representative of the average coin. There's no credible auction record of a record-breaking sale in the tens of millions for this coin. That doesn't mean the coin isn't collectible. It just means the sky-high figures online aren't grounded in the real market. If you think you might have a rare 1999 penny, here's what to look for. Examine the spacing between A and M in America on the reverse. Is it unusually wide? Is it unusually close? Look for doubled images, odd shapes, off-center strikes, or letters that look doubled. Check the mint mark. Coins from Denver or Philadelphia without a mint mark are common, but special proof coins from San Francisco can have their own value. Always consider getting high-value finds graded by a professional coin grading service. A slab coin with an official grade from PCGS or NGC almost always commands higher prices at auction. So is your 1999 penny worth $75 million? Probably not. But could it be worth more than its face value? Absolutely, especially if it's one of the rare varieties or error coins. The world of coin collecting thrives on scarcity, condition, and authenticity. The next time you dig through your change, look a little closer. You might be surprised at what you find, and even if it's not a multi-million-dollar treasure, it could still be one of the coolest coins in your collection. If you want me to turn this script into a * video narration format with timestamps, visuals, and title. Hey coin lovers and treasure hunters! Today we're diving deep into the story of a coin that's been making waves online, the 1998 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny. Some videos claim it's worth tens of millions of dollars. But what's the real truth? Stay tuned, because by the end of this video you'll know exactly what this coin is worth and how to spot real value versus internet hype. Section 1. What is the 1998 D. Lincoln penny? The 1998 D. Lincoln penny is a United States 1-cent coin struck at the Denver Mint. It features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. These coins were made from copper-plated zinc, and over 5 billion were struck in 1998, making them very common in circulation. PCGS.com, 1. Because of that massive mintage, Most of these coins you find in your pocket change aren't rare, they're just everyday cents. Asterisk asterisk section 2. So what is it really worth? Asterisk asterisk here's the honest scoop from the numismatic market. In typical circulated condition, a 1998 penny is worth basically its face value. 1 cent. Even uncirculated examples graded by professional coin grading services usually don't fetch massive prices. According to auction records, a very high-grade 1998 struck coin has sold for a few $100s, not millions, at reputable auctions. PCGS.com, too, there are some more valuable variations when certified in perfect condition, and that's where serious collectors can pay more. But think in terms of tens to hundreds of dollars for top quality, not millions. Asterisk asterisk section 3. Why do some people claim it's worth $75.40 million? Asterisk asterisk across social media and YouTube. You might have seen sensational titles like 1998 Lincoln penny worth millions, or even $75.4 million. Here's the truth behind the hype. Internet videos sometimes mix modern coins with ultra-rare, error coins, or historic pennies that truly have sold for high prices. For example, rare error coins from the early 1900s or the famous 1943 bronze Lincoln cents can sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. The Sun 3. Also, recent auctions of special 2025 penny sets, not ordinary ones, have brought in millions. These were limited edition sets marking the end of the U.S. penny era with special marks, and collectors were willing to pay big sums. AP News 4. But those events are entirely separate from a regular 1998 penny, which remains a common coin. So, if you hear numbers like $75.4 million, there's no verified evidence supporting that for a 1998 Lincoln penny in normal format. Asterisk asterisk section 4. What makes some pennies truly valuable? Asterisk asterisk. Now let's quickly go over what can make a penny worth big money. First, authentic mint errors. Things like off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet mistakes can sometimes command high prices, but even then, values are typically in the thousands for exceptional pieces, not millions. Second, historic coins with low mintage, like early wheat pennies from the 1900s. These are rare by design and valued by serious collectors. Modern pennies, like the 1998 simply don't have that pedigree unless there's a documented, certified error, and even then the top prices are much lower than the outrageous claims you'll see online. A few tips before you check your change. Look at the date and mint mark. A tiny letter under the date. D means Denver Mint. Wikipedia 5. Check for errors, double dies, off-center strikes, and similar mistakes. Most common coins have none. If someone tells you a penny is worth millions, ask for professional certification from services like PCGS or NGC. Without certification and verifiable auction history, those claims are just clickbait. So what's the bottom line? A standard 1998 Lincoln penny is not worth $75.4 million. Most are worth 1 cent. High grade, certified examples or special error coins can be more valuable, but only to a realistic extent. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, share this video with fellow coin enthusiasts, and subscribe for more accurate coin value explanations. Have a coin you want appraised or featured? Drop a photo in the comments. Let's explore the treasure in your pocket together. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting. If you want, I can also write SEO title tags, description text, and social media copy to help this video perform well.